Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Play Slay the Spire. We're on a decent on-off run. 16, 15, 16. Hopefully we can buck our win-loss trend. Mostly I'm biased when I say that because we won last time and I would like to not lose this time. Let me look. I like our options here. I mean, good, potentially great, or even game-winning. Highest risk. Possibly highest reward, but I think we just go curse, random rare relic. God, I hate this relic. I think part of the reason I hate it is because I don't understand it. I will admit, you know, it did show up on our last run, and we won our last run. You still gotta play these, I think. And we won our last run, which was lovely. Strike, please. Alright, well, we're still going to take 2 damage from the kill, but it is what it is. Give me a ball lightning early. I guess the problem on our last run was that it showed up late. Way too late for it to be useful in any way, shape, or form. So we'll pay 7 HP to remove the curse. The idea being that now, if we go to the shop, we might have the opportunity to pick up a more useful card, or perhaps even a healing potion, but that didn't come true. I wish we could afford Core Surge, but we cannot. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to placate the masses who are also probably correct. And I removed a basic strike from the deck. I'm very worried about our HP. And I think deservedly so. You know what's hilarious about Winged Boots here is that I have no choice but to fight an elite no matter what. I definitely cannot do that. Take me here for now. Maybe we'll get lucky. That does not appear to be luck. Somebody should die as a result of this. Thank you. That sounded so menacing. Somebody should die as a result of this. But no. Now, give me a rebound to use with the beam lightning. Or the lightning ball. Ball lightning, that's what it's called. He's done it. I think we go on this turn. I'm going to rebound, zap, strike. I'm just a little bit nervous about the way this fight looks in general. We tend to take a lot of damage against this guy. Weakening. It's going to save us 10 damage minimum just from playing the potion. So I'm happy with that. But we really, really got to, like, bear down on this guy as soon as possible. Which is why I am not investing in a single block. Although if we don't do some damage to him, if we don't kill him next turn, although that's very likely, we'd probably have to resort to using some blocks, which would be fine, but luckily we made it through. Alright, all is forgiven. Omamori, potentially useful. I will take Tempest. I think we can build around Tempest if we want to. But this is not really I'm not super confident about this start. But I'm also excited about having the prospect to... let's just make sure you get hit for 9. I'm excited about having the prospect to build a run that's kind of starting... I wouldn't necessarily say behind schedule. But at the very least, a little bit more in question. Like our last... we certainly do not need this. Let's try that. We got a little bit of an orb walker sort of run here. Well, we should just choose this chest to save... Okay, and I'm fine with that. To save 1 level of Winged Boots. I kind of want to fight the elite and then make our rest hopefully worth more next turn. I think on this turn we will absolutely take the block potion and then we'll throw a fire potion at you. We will gain some focus and also make it easier to evoke orbs in the future and do some damage to you as well. So we got pretty lucky there. But we were able to be lucky because we actually thought about our decision for like the first time in my adult life. This time we will take presumably, well, definitely 10 damage. But we did it to get some tempo in the fight and we know we're going to rest after this anyway. We have no blocks whatsoever. So I mean, I think you should really crunch the numbers on this one specifically. Dual cast makes sense to use last in the sense that it creates an empty slot no matter what. We are going to get hit for 10 here. There's not a lot we can do about that unless we kill him. So if we're going to use dual cast last, What way would you choose to do this? It means you don't play Tempest. If we play Tempest, it would do 30 damage and then another 10 total. So we're going to run through like all of the... I even have a pen and a pad here. So let's see. Tempest for 3 equals 30 untargeted damage plus 10. Ball Lightning by itself is 7 plus 10 is 17 damage for 1 mana, which is insanely good, and some of it's targeted, so you're definitely going to do that. Zap is, the other 5 at the end. Zap is literally just 10 damage, so you would probably dual cast instead of doing that. So I think, I didn't really use my pen and my pad, but we're going to try this. Okay, you have 20 left. I think a zap into a dual cast gives you a good chance to kill this guy. And then you just need one of these to hit him. Wow. Okay. So I'm not going to say, you know, genius level strategies, but got the job done. He's going to live with 3 HP. Dude, we're actually... Something about this run, it's coming together. Much to my surprise. Prayer Wheel. I wouldn't say I'm, you know, necessarily an enormous fan of it, but... We'll use it nonetheless. Certainly think resting is probably a wise idea. They upped the chance the monster returns, huh? Alright, well. Yeah, okay, we'll do it like this. What this means, at least for me, I think, is that we're probably not going to make an effort to fight that other elite, and I think that there is an obvious, justifiable reason why that would be the case. I was just going to say, it's a very bad turn to get consumed. Are we going to take 20 damage? I think we will. And just, our endeavor is just to kill him before next turn. And the important thing, he says as his voice cracks, completely undermining what he was about to say. The important thing is the relic we get for this. An Ancient Tea set is fine. I don't think we need another card just yet. Yeah, we're not going to do that. It's way too risky. Oh, daddy. We're dead. We are D-E-A-D dead. We are going to... No, we're going to die immediately. Wow, okay, it went wrong really quickly. You know what my mistake was there on a run that was otherwise going really well? And if anything, that should really illustrate how easy it is for an Ascension run, especially at high levels, to go wrong. But what went wrong there, in my opinion at least, is we shouldn't have taken the 65% chance to get loot without... Oh, this is bad. The 65% chance to get loot without a penalty from the monster. So, unfortunately, we're not killing those guys. We really needed a double target there if we weren't going to take any damage. Got you, and we should just make sure this works, and we'll get you next turn. But anyway, that's like the best I've felt about a loss in a long time. I thought we played just about everything right there. The only thing that went wrong... Sure. I'll pay 20 gold and not take 4 damage. And we get a little potion out of it anyway, of course, but... Start working this guy down. The only thing I feel bad about is I guess we should have looked at our risk a little bit more, you know, logically. I think we take 1... Do we even take 1 damage? Let's see, we're doing 11, you'll be at 15, but you'll also have 4 poison, so we'll only need to do like 11 damage to you, which is actually only 5 damage, so yeah, we made the right call there. I mean, I know I was talking through the reasoning after having already acted, but that's me in a nutshell, basically. Give me... Honestly... Give me the short-term heal. I know that seems bad, but I look at that short-term heal as an upgrade for later, I guess. By healing now, assuming I don't take much damage on this fight, I gotta run the numbers. 16 takes you to 8. You're dead. You're not dead because of the weakness. Alright. To save us from taking damage, I will do that, even though it might be a little bit of an overkill use of the potion. Now we can upgrade a card instead, and I think we certainly want Glacier, and I think we'll probably immediately upgrade that. It's only 3 extra block. Did they nerf that? I can't remember. I would like more damage dealing potential early on here. We're still a little bit anemic, would be the word I could use here. We're taking 8 damage. I mean, dual cast is really good, but we can also afford, I think, to ride it out with just our orbs instead for now. Yeah. I think that's going to prove to be a wise decision. We only need to hit him for 10, which is, honestly, is hard not to do, but we found a way. Never mind, we are going to get him. I forgot we have the, well, no, we're not. We're going to lose by 1, but we had the orbs being evoked as a result of Glacier, so nothing wrong with that. We will take Ball Lightning for certain. I would like to do 2 elites, but I think it's more advantageous for us to maybe do 1 elite and many upgrades. Dude, Gremlin Horn can be pretty sweet. Like, we may have a 15-card deck consisting largely of, you know, a little bit of garbage right now. And a few, like, upgraded cards, but the deck is getting thick. Not thick in the, well, it's getting deep is a better way to describe it, but I also feel comfortable, well, really saying both of those words. I would rather get hit for 9 than get hit for 12, I suppose, plus we get the extra energy back anyway, and sure, we'll do it this way. So maybe, I mean, my new philosophy is basically a thinner deck, and I know that people make fun of me. They say, like, hey, your deck's not really thin when it has 30 cards, but it's an improvement for me, at least. Not that necessarily, you know, let's take as little damage here as possible. That seems perfect. It is an improvement for me. We want to go, you know, with an under maybe like 28 card deck. And then we want the cards inside of that deck to be upgraded if possible. So you are dead, dude. That is great news. I mean, 18 extra damage. Oh, right, dual cast costs 0. Even better. I don't think we're going to kill you next turn, so we're going to have to ride this out. But this has gone very, very well. I guess my hope now, and maybe I'm putting a little bit too much importance. Yo, this is so good. A little bit too much importance on, you know, resting, but if I could get a little bit of a heal from a question mark, that could give me 1 more upgrade before we even have to fight the boss, which would make for a pretty thick deck here. Now, an early Beam Cell turn 1, I mean, I feel like it's nice, if for no other reason than to purge an artifact on an enemy. I don't think any of these are necessarily worth it, although deal 7, draw 2 is fairly tempting. So this is where we could commit if we wanted to. We could go like, okay, Storm is a solid play, but I think we'd rather have Orichalcum, just for like a relic agnostic choice. Gain 150 gold, become cursed with doubt. I will disagree, and I will still go for an upgrade here. As much as you might think that this is a little bit aggressive, I agree with you, but that's why I like it. Do we play Glacier? Why not? Okay, so this is a turn where you want to hit him. So we certainly want to use Barrage, but we also want to, yeah, something like a dual cast is real nice. Now we're going to need to find a way to do damage to him next turn. We're going to get there. Okay, that's no problem. So we'll probably Sweeping Beam. We'll just play our attacks. We're going to have 2 enemies with 58 HP each. One of which is hitting us for 12 immediately. It shouldn't matter, I think, what order we do these in. Good, 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 good. 12 damage, we got nothing to worry about. I'll still hit you, even though, you know, there's a case to be made for sure for playing slimes. The damage has to come out. I'm really glad that he is not splitting. We're going to be destatted to what I would describe as an absurd degree. We might as well go for this guy. Because I'll tell you straight up, we have no control over the lightning. And if we have no control over the lightning, I have like 100% confidence that it is going to strike him. And I didn't check and see if it happened, but, you know. It was a sensible choice, is all I'm going to say about that. Let me see. Glacier will channel 2 Frost. I think a Glacier is worth more damage than a Strike right now. It definitely is. We're going to win easily. We took almost no damage. And, dude, well, okay. I guess we'll take an extra turn compared to what I thought we would. But either way, we got a deck that I would consider at the present moment to be very strange. I certainly would not even go as far as to say it's bad, but we have a 16-card deck full of stuff that's largely upgraded, but I have no idea if it's any good. And this is a tough choice. I really like Core Surge. I really like an upgraded Fission. I think I'm going to go Core Surge just for now. I mean, it's not really for now, it's forever, but you get the idea. And we'll take Sozu, which is probably, I mean, arguably the best agnostic relic in the game. The relic that doesn't really care about the rest of your run. Because the potion synergies apart from it are so weak. I'm going to start here. And we're forced into doing 2 elite fights here, so this is a very dangerous decision for us to make. Simultaneously. Again, why do you think I like it so much? So Glacier is pretty strong here. Let's do that. We're already taking no damage. Dual cast you for 0. That's way faster than we're used to doing damage against this guy. And Core Surge has got you along with the Strike. Do we need another Beam Cell? It's a very valid question. For now, I think, why add cards to this deck? I will leave. I never do this, and I'm hoping that that's a sign of growth for us to leave this room. I guess I'm going to let you hit me for 7, as much as I wish it weren't so. I don't even think I've ever thought about not doing that room. The reason we're not going to do it is because we don't get any benefit out of... hold on here. Just want to see. If I strike you twice, it will not kill you. So let's play 2 defends, even though we do get the dazes. The lightning's going to come close to killing you. I mean, it's as simple as that, really. The relics that we could get from that didn't really synergize with the way our deck worked at all. I am tempted to try to put a Streamline into this deck just to get a free attack. And the deck is thin enough. It's going to be expensive the first time it comes up, but after that, it's going to be good. And I think you could... I'm going to go for the gold. I have a theme for this deck. And I have a theme, and I have a dream. Those are the 2 things that I got going on right now. We should evoke it. We should play our hand. It leads to us taking 4 damage. Oh, but you probably would want to play Barrage first. We lost 6 damage for no reason there. Fair enough. What was I going to say? Well, basically, I have a plan. I want to upgrade my cards, particularly Streamline is probably my first priority right now. We must have you. Beautiful. We want to upgrade our cards, fight the Elite Rest, and then move on from there. So I really don't want to do anything that's going to cost me HP. You don't have to card-splain me. I understand the value of getting, especially in a thin deck, a Ritual Dagger that could be, you know, doing 20 damage for 1 energy once during combat. I just don't think we need it right now. Now, this is admittedly a bit of a risk. You know, we're not resting before the elite fight. But if we can't beat an elite, 14 damage. If we can't beat an elite with 80% of our maximum HP, how are we going to beat the bosses? You know, it's very unlikely. So we really want to play Streamline early, so we'll throw a weakness in here. You're doing 15 damage. Honestly, I think we take 15 to hit him as hard as possible. Oh, actually, we're only taking 5 now that I think about it. I totally blanked on Orichalcum, as I often do. And we play our hand. Easy enough. No blocks, but I'm just, you know, choosing not to think about that. We're going to only take 11 damage, which is not that bad. This is a bit worse. You'd probably... Well, you definitely would dual cast. So we're only taking 10 damage right now. We have free streamlines in the future. We're only taking 5 damage. And we're going to have wounds, but everything else is looking a-okay right now. This should be the end of this. I'm not running the numbers. I'm that confident. Okay, we only lost like 20 HP. Toxic Egg is really nice. So I think a recursion just for free is worth it. We'll rest up and get basically back to the exact same amount of HP we had before. I'm going to skip these other elite fights, though. I'm a little nervous. Injury, normality. Wow. Claw, zap. I'd love to add another zap. Capacitor, injury. All for one, also would be a good add. Well, we got a free zap. It's a free upgraded zap, but it would be upgraded no matter what, so. Ah, yes, hello. Give me a colorless card. Give me one more. No combat, please. All right. Fair enough. We'll Beam Salya. Oh, well, definitely Recursion. Ball Lightning. I think got a bold strategy here. It's called Play Your Hand. And I'm glad at least one of those hit him. He should be good to go on the next turn. We still have our artifacts. We do want to play this. Okay, I was just making sure it worked from like an Orichalcum standpoint. Are we going to bank on the lightning hitting you? Absolutely not. Are you out of your mind? We did get Kunai. I didn't really point it out, but it's a solid relic. We have some zero-cost attacks, and we have a kind of a unique deck, and then we get more zero-cost attacks as time goes on. So we did take quite a nasty hit on that one. We're taking 11 on this one. Unless we put up block or kill him. 12 plus 3 will kill you. Easy money. This is not going badly. Now, an upgraded hologram is extremely tempting to me. We're 100% chance we rest. Have to. Then here, well, what we really want is sweeping beams as early as possible, but because it applies 2 week, since you looked at me, we'll definitely do that. So far, I'm not too worried about it, as long as we get a relatively early Glacier play, and keep in mind we do have Gremlin Horn, so we're getting a lot of benefit out of that. You probably Core Surge Glacier. We also got extra decks out of that thanks to Kunai. Alright, I mean, I still don't really think that this is an incredible deck, and I don't think anybody, you know, would be confused by that sentiment. I think we should bring back Glacier for now. We just gotta kill one next turn. I don't think it's an incredible deck, but it is working. I'm not sure if it's working because it's made of good cards or because it's a good deck. And I think there is an interesting distinction to be made there. I don't think our deck plus our relics are that unified, but I think because of the fact that we have upgraded cards in a relatively thin deck, we got something going on. I do think FTL, particularly upgraded, well, it doesn't really need to be upgraded. I guess you just play it earlier. Is worth something for us. And this is the enemy that, I should say, it's the enemy of whom I'm the least afraid of. Sorry, Core Surge. I'm going to get Glacier out there early so we have all the orbs ready for Barrage. Well, we always want to play Good Instincts as long as we have extra decks. Suppose we should have waited until we'd played three attacks, but... Okay, so we got a lot of damage coming out. There's not a whole heck of a lot we can do about that. 17, 19. You're doing 22, so we're only going to take 3 damage, which is really not that bad at all. The problem really is that we don't have easy means of killing this guy ASAP. Honestly, I would rather not dual cast, as ridiculous as it sounds. Dual cast gives us 10 block. Not casting dual cast gives us 2 block per turn plus 8 block on this turn. So what would you choose? I would rather have 2 block moving forward into the future than use it all at once. Okay, recursion for free block is nice, but I think I'd really like to get some damage out here. So, recursion for that, and then... I guess Streamline is a very good choice for one, but I also look at Sweeping Beam, but it wouldn't get the kill, so sure. Let's take Streamline for one. Even though it's a huge overkill, we also get the energy back. No draw out of that. We play our hand. Okay. So again, we're only taking 7 damage. Not really that big of a deal, but it's going to start to become a bigger deal. And we did just shuffle, so you should play whatever you'd like to come back to your hand. And probably a Ball Lightning is an easy choice there. Core Surge will exhaust. So let's zap. We should have dual casted then zapped, but we can actually make up for that. We'll Core Surge, dual cast, hologram, Ball Lightning. And there you go. We're back. Why not? Now, this is where things get real. Because I was going to say, he hits you for 58. That's kind of a lot. We're actually putting up 30 block, so we're taking 28 damage. It's a lot considering that this guy is like barely weakened whatsoever. I think we might die here. I would not be surprised to see us die here. I don't want to. 24, huh? We're going to take another 11 damage, and we're really, like, we're on real thin ice right here. No matter what, it's going to, at least for now, it's going to evoke Frost. We'd much rather evoke Lightning for damage, but let's get the Lightning closer to the front. 40 damage. I mean, you're going to have to play Glacier if you want to live. So that's 18, 30. Well, Ball Lightning, which also takes us to 21. And then another 10. Well, it actually only takes us to 29 because we got rid of the 2 passive, but so we should live with 1 HP right now? Well, you can say a lot of things about me. Can't say that my math was wrong there. It's really going to come down to this last turn. We want to draw Streamline and Beam Cell, basically. Weirdly, I know you're like, if you hologram... No, I mean, you want a hologram Streamline. It's our best damage dealer. There's no way we're putting up 66 block, which is what we need. So you're going to play blind for sure. Are you going to put up 49 block? No, it's inconceivable, to be honest. So, the only way you get through this is either via a Streamline or, I mean, possibly a dual cast, but more likely a Beam Cell. So what would a Beam Cell do for us? It would make you vulnerable, and then you would get hit for 18, and you would take 6. Obviously, that's not going to get us there. What about doubling up on Barrage? Shouldn't be enough. But, I mean, I'm pretty confident we're dead, no matter what. And I don't think I'm missing anything. Like, Glacier won't even come close. So, we're going to zap. And then we would definitely Barrage following this. And then, basically, we have to put out 38 damage. I see one way to do that. Possibly. We have to hologram. Like, the most damage output we get is Streamline. But the only way we have a chance to win is to basically get a draw out of Sweeping Beam. And the draw, I think, has to be Streamline. Okay. Alright, well, an attempt was made. We really did give that a good try. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It's a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. On, off, on, off, on, off.